got to tell him that I loved him. So yeah, I love him, and then I still miss him. Yeah.
I've never imagined that I lost my father so early, but if I had the opportunity to speak to him one more time, I would say that I'm so grateful to have him in my life and how much I loved him.
Aro duibar lok na badaim ki mula baba dum buri jaise.
Acha, to thank you so much, sister, for giving us your time. Aro mon conversation start nokra kite apni introduce kuri dibina.
Okay, thank you so much, Voice of Nagaland News. Inaga ay na interview lo iti agarne. So, hi everyone. Mula namdo Jimmy Shiwase, and I belong to Kyamnyungan community. So, yeah, my dad, he passed away when I was very young, actually. So, it was in the year 2016. Yeah, I was still in my class 8 or 9 at that time.
Acha, to like apni la papa to like you've mentioned idu dunya chare kina jaishina. So like, what is your most cherished moment that you had with your father?
Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, I was very young, but then there were a lot of memories, like childhood memories that I spent with my dad. So ito can be pishi porta ase, but if I had to mention like specifically in a mention ko guledo, I was studying in St. John School Tuensang, because I am born and brought up from Tuensang. So right after one class kan chuti hoy gina, my dad would always come to pick us up, and then he would be waiting for us to come out from the gate, and then he would be standing there on the line to pick us up, and then he would wave at us, buy us some snacks. At that time, like pastaka 5 rupees was also like a lot for us, so he would buy us things to eat and all those little things, no? And then there was this one particular moment that I can never forget, because when I shifted here in Dimapur when I was in class 7. So yeah, that was the first time I departed with my dad. So yeah, and then during my I came here for my further studies, and then I was in class 7, and then during my winter break I went back to Tuensang because my dad was there. So when I came home, he was really happy, and then he hugged me. And coming from a Naga background, like getting to hug your dad, it's like really weird. At the time, I thought it was really weird, but now I feel like those moments is like very rare. And then I got to hug him. That was the only time we got to hug each other. So yeah, I think that would be the best memory I have with my dad.
Acha, to like, what is one lesson from your father that still guides you today?
Yeah. How do I put it? Mula Baba, he was a very humble person, and he was basically very well known among our community also. So he would always tell us to be good no matter what, and then to always be humble. That's what he taught us. And then he was also a little bit active in church and all these things. So he would always tell us to always remember God and to always live in the right path. That's what he taught us. And he also, when I think of the Bible verse like James 4:10, humble yourself before the Lord and he would lift you up. That is the verse that reminds me of my dad, because he was a very humble person. So that's how I try to live my life these days. So I think that is the one lesson that I am taking with me from my dad when he was there with us. No, there are a lot of more many things, but those this is like the specific thing that is always in my heart. Yeah.
Acha, to like you have mentioned apni class 8 ti thakam de apni la baba to idu dunya chare kina chushi gusina. To apni la baba idu dunya chare kina cha bichite da apni la life kina ka change huise.
Okay, I think only those people who don't have a dad can relate this with me a lot, because see, Mohan koina that before my dad passed away, like koi thage that papa na thagala family to do kumbai hisab na thaga hoise de na ki na koi thaise. So at that time we were very young, so I didn't realize the depth of all that. But like after he passed away, I got to live that. I mean, we got to live that. And then I think most of the family without the dad can relate that, because it's really difficult for a single mom family to, live in a society also sometimes, because there are a lot of things that goes on behind the scene and all these things. So Yeah, kinako like ekta respect inawi na thaka hoi jai. So it's really difficult. But then, so far everything is been so great, like by God's grace, na. So ichatak tumuan we power. It's we are able to cope up, and then having my mom looking after us. Everything is going fine so far. Yeah.
Acha to like apni la papa itu dunya di thakadam de. What is one thing that you wanted to tell to your father who live apni goal de paranai?
Yeah, the one thing that I wanted to let him know was that I never actually got to tell him that I loved him. So yeah, I love him, and then I still miss him. Yeah.
So like what has your mother meant to you after the loss of your father?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, like coming from a family, like a single mom family, it's really difficult sometimes because ekta na kinawi na kwe, but it becomes like that. So, but then we were all very young, and then just in short, once of pre na. So financially, in every ways, there were a lot of difficulties, a lot of struggles. But thankfully, one seriously hospitalized in a bimar kando huanay. So thankfully, by God's grace, one itu kandido isarwana save ko na rakina ishe. But then. Of course, there are times everybody suffers and everybody goes through hard times, but my mom, she's been very supportive of whatever I do also, and my whole family, my siblings, we are 5 of us, so everyone was studying at that time, but my mom, I don't know how did she manage to do it, a super mom. She was able to do it, and thankfully we have all graduated, done our studies, and then we are able to stand on our feet right now. It's all because of our mom, no? The little things that we achieved and all these things. So I don't know if it was someone else, I don't know where we would be, but a big shout out to my mom also, because I feel like she have been there with us since the day we were born until now. And there might be a lot of things that people say and talk about, and it's always like that, family without a dad. But despite of all those things, na, I feel like mula ama tai thaga karne he man, we were able to achieve everything, na, those little things. So yeah, she was there to guide us. Even though we were struggling and we had nothing to eat, she never said no to anything that we asked for. So that is like, now that I've grown up, not yeah, but now that I've attended a certain stage, I started to think that, how was she able to manage all that, because we were all very quite young. So yeah, a big shout out to her, and happy Father's Day to my mom. In fact, no, yeah.
Acha, do you ever wonder how proud your father will be if he could see the life you are living today?
Yeah, actually, I feel like he would be really, really, really proud of every one of us if he could, if he were still here with us this day. Because one time I remember, I was very young, and then usually it was my dad, me, and my younger brother in Tuensang. I was still in class, lower section, like class 5, 6, 4, 1, 2 in Araisha. So the first time that I learned how to cook was when I was in class 3. So ito time there, moi tal sabji panaiste. I still remember this. So moi tal sabji panaiste. I was very quite young ito time there. So my dad, he used to be out for work usually. So ito time there, since there was no one, it was just my younger brother. He was in, if I was in class 3, he would be in class 1 or class B, like that. So mula baba ekla thaise, so he would be out for work the whole day, and he was really tired, I think, on that day. So tal sabji panai na tha do pani banai na thaise, I know that. And nimok pi alop thik pi thaga nai. That was my first time cooking. And then itu tindi aigna, he added like the whole thing, and then he was really happy that moi tai karne pakai na rakhishe na. So I didn't know about this story until he passed away, and then until I grew up, and then moi neighbor khala khorde jaise. And that time mula neighbor, I call her a mom, because usually my mom was out of station, so we became more like a family to them, na. Tahamola khorni chide thaki daise. So she was narrating this story to me, that apni la papa aigna he was saying how proud he was like emang hasi emang khushi wa koi raise aji to chimi ba pakai na raise na. So I feel like if he could see all these things right now aji kali man kina thage se, and then not saying that we have achieved everything, but then like man icha guti se to kanta is do, I feel like he would be really happy and then really proud, and I'm sure he's really proud of us from wherever he is right now watching us. Yeah.
Acha to lastly like apni la baba itu dunia ti nai na holiwi itu dunia ti taka papa kan ke on account of Father's Day apni wi ki message ti ule mon se.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for this time. And idulo de ed kuna, I want to add. Firstly, yeah, very happy Father's Day to every one of you from the bottom of my heart. And then to all these people, like without a father, it's like really difficult. So when you still have time, make sure to go and wish them Happy Father's Day. Make sure to hug them and make sure to say that you love them and you miss them, and make sure to express everything to your father or to your mother or to your loved and dear ones, basically, because once they're gone, regret is the biggest thing that would kill you. So I don't want any one of you to be going through all that. So now, actually, gradually we just say I love you and all that. But if you still haven't done that, I would really encourage you guys to, express your love for them this Father's Day, and to all this family going through this Father's Day, celebrating this Father's Day without their dad. A big shout out to every one of you, and to all the single mom, like a big shout out to every one of you. And yeah, a very happy Father's Day to all the single moms who is like taking care of their family as the father on behalf of the father, no? Yeah, thank you so much to all, and happy Father's Day.
Hello everyone, my name is Kamloike Hongahu. I belong to POM community.
Achado, like we wanted to know, like what do you miss most about your father on this special occasion?
Since my father passed away in 2020 when I was very young, I did not get chance to spend as much time as I would have wanted. On Father's Day, what I miss the most is his presence. I wish I could hear his voice, receive his advice, or sometimes spend one more time with him.
Acha to like apni wa mention ko na say dit apni la baba to itu dunya di nai ko na to apni la baba itu dunya di thakadam de, like what is the like apni la baba apni ki lesson higai di na say that it still guides you?
My father has taught me many lessons, but if I had to mention one, it would be the importance of humility. My father has taught me and my brother to stay humble, because no matter where life takes, we should always be humble. And my father has also taught me and my brother to pray and recite God's word before every study session. As I have mentioned in my previous interview, that he often reminded that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it is taken from the book of Proverbs chapter 9 verse 10, and he wanted us to understand that true wisdom comes from God. And another important lesson that he instilled in us is to help others and to never forget our roots.
Acha to aro mon chanuli mun jato, like can you share a memory of your father na that hold closest to your heart?
To be honest, every moment I spent with my dad is precious, and it will always remain my favorite memory. But if I had to choose, it would be the time that we spent together talking about our life and the future. He often used to share his life journey, his struggles, and stories from his younger days. He also used to share to me and my brother. These stories were more than tales, but they carried a very important lesson. Another important memory that I cherish deeply is learning lessons with him after school. Looking back, I realized that those small moments were the greatest gift in my life as for now.
Acha to like apni wa mention ko na say that apni la baba bi itu dunya di nai or ama bi itu dunya di nai na. So like iman pachadam dewa ina duita parents loss hui jato, like bishi mun pikala khat naikta se to like where do you find the strength to keep moving forward?
My greatest source of strength is God. There are many moments when I felt like giving up, the pain of losing my both parents and my grandfather. That time I felt overwhelmed, but God has always carried me through these difficulties, and my faith in God always grew more stronger. And I'm also grateful to my family members, teachers, elders, and well-wishers who have supported me in throughout my life.
Acha to like again I wanted to ask you like apni la papa itu dunia te thakadam de what is the one thing that you wish to tell to your father who apni kole para nai?
To be honest, like I've never imagined that I lost my father so early. But if I had the opportunity to speak to him one more time, I would say that I'm so grateful to have him in my life and how much I loved him. I would tell him that I'm so grateful to call him my father, and if he were still alive today, I would promise him that I would stay focused, work hard, and strive to make him proud. I would like to wish Happy Father's Day to all the fathers around the world who are working tirelessly and making efforts for their families. And a special Father's Day wish also goes to my father in heaven. Though he is no longer with us, his love, teachings, and memories continues to guide me throughout my life. My message is simple. If your parents are still with you, consider yourself truly blessed. Love them, respect them, spend quality time with them, and make them proud while the opportunities are in your ways. And many people do not value their parents until they are gone. And sometimes I feel so unfortunate that I lost both of my parents, but I trust and believe that God's plans are better than mine. And one important message is life is unpredictable, but the love and memories we create with our parents remains forever.
I thank you Bitya team kan ge bishi khushi janai de ase enega tin phal de ami gi bi khata baba morom ki ase to khoboni mi de time den bishi khushi ase enega ase ami do baba nai ami do baba na thagi na 2 sal running ase ke ase gule do ami laga ekta memory phal copy ko do bishi ase baba laga moi phal memory expand kora do bishi ase ule bi ini ekta khoi dibo ami kan bacha time de do ami kan vacation jai winter vacation to inga ja samai de ami kan phalra baba logot vacation boy gen ami kan January de khorai jai student kan bishi ba inga time de baba bra ami la bhai mujun ge mati kena gauri khor kin ga panai itu shikai deshi itu shikai de kena mujun ge te kam sob jani bola ge de koina mujun ge gauri khor kin ga panai to so shikai de bichi de mujun alak alak ho she bhai mujun study ni mi de ina khuri ge na aro dui bar look na ba time de mula baba do muri jeshi to itui bishi sad moment aro tai bai do gauri khor panawole shikai de bhai mujun ge itu the best moment thagi she.
Acha direct the hotel muncha to like ita to apni bi sati krugina like apni na life like a nutun chapter to start na jaisina, so like was there moment like when you wish your father was here to guide you?
Aya do bishi wasabi bhabana tangor krule laga kotha ase kile gule do baba na thagi gena notun family shuru kora do bishi tok face kruise tai thagi le do aya kiman phalna inga bi ai kinni mi de gule do has a core responsibility bukhi gena head of the family ini head of family de ami head ekta khuri gena bukhi gena ja samai de ori do notun family bi aro bukhi bole olaise to inga samai de aya moi bi mola baba thagile to moi ki moto krole thagile to moi bi ki man aram baba thagise papa na phari thaga do atha do mojon tai 55 moi 50 inga mojon lo baje khuri gena moto baje khuri gena tuk sob te aki khuri gena moto baje khuri gena chabole laga thagise koina manu laga family ke dikhile to ami bishi mon bikhai.
Acha dara arek tamian chanule muncha to like apni la baba numura dam de like what is the one thing that you wish to tell him holi apni kol de para nai?
Ami baba mojon phalbai thagise tosa laki tai number rakhi te mojun la relation to mukhan la bhai aro mukhan family la relation to phali thakise to moi laga bhabana ekta thakise baba ki moi theology burubo koi thakise moi thaki baba moi theology burubo ko tai class 10 pass koribi na koise thik ase kana moi class 10 pass korise 12 pungjise 12 pass hobi je aro baba moi theology burubo koisile tai aro bi graduate koribi na graduate kora bichi dei আপনি চাইলে ভালো হবো ঠিক আছে কই না কই থাকা টাইম দে আমি গ্রাজুয়েট নকরা টাইম দে তাই মরে যাইছে এটা আয়া বাবা থাকিলে তো আমি লাগা ড্রিম তো ফুলফিল হবলে আসলে হলে বি কিদা বাবা মই কি ছাড়ি না যাইছে আমি লাগা ড্রিম বি এটা তো আলাদা হয়ে যাইছে তো অ্যাজ এ হেড অফ দ্য ফ্যামিলি তো রেসপন্সিবিলিটি আমি সব পকি বলে ওলাই যাইছে তো আমি লাগা ভাবনা তো একদম আলাদা হয়ে যাইছে আমি এটা তো ido laga rasta de noi gena ida do bhai bhoini kan family kan ke look after korobo ni mere aro family ke loi gena jabo ni mere ida do kot de ulibi enega government job do banai ulibi kot de ulibi kinega ulibi ami bisaribo lagi koina ami enega ki kori gena ayese acheta
Arekta januli munjado, like, do you ever wonder how proud your father will be if he could see the life you are living today?
Ami biswas ase যদি আমি লা বাবা তো চিন্তা থাকিছে কইলে তো আমি লাগা লাইফ তে চাইলে তাই বেশি খুশি পাবো কইনা বেশি আছে কিলি মি দেখলে তাই নম্বর আকি দিবি কই থাকিছে মতা আছে দে ফ্যামিলি দে কোন ফার্স্ট মরব না জানি মই বি মরব পারে তুই বি মরব পারে হলে বি মতা জনম হওয়া তো খর সাবনি মিদে জনম করি দে খর এতো সাবলে পারব লাগি দে মতা জনম করা তো ইতোবা জনম ঘুরি দে গনা বাবা মজুন্দ এনেকাই কথা করি থাকিছে তো ঠিক তাই আকি ছাড়ে গনা যাইছে তো ইতিয়া মই থাকা লাইফ স্টাইল মোলা লিভিং স্টাইল মোলা বাবা বতি কিছে গলে তো তাই আর বেশি খুশি হবলে লাগা আছে কিলে আমি বি একদম ওয়ার্ক হার্ড করি এট দ্য সেম টাইম আমি ভাই বইনি খান গবি চাই ফ্যামিলি গবি চাই আর আমি লা ফ্যামিলি বি আছে এনেকা করি না আমি তুক নকরি গনা কি করিলে বি ঈশ্বরকে মাঙি গেনা ঈশ্বরে আকি কৰি দি গেনা একদম আশ্রিত বা আমি কি ঈশ্বর বা ব্লেস কৰি দি গেনা যাই আছে আচ্ছা তাক এটো বড় মোলা বাবা তো আমি লা কাম এটো দেখি সেগুলো তো কি জানি আম্বানি নিচিনাও হব থাকিছিল বাবা জিনা থাকিছিল তো কিন্তু মি দেখলে তো মোজন তো মতো বাজি থাকিছিল তো আম্বানি বি হয়ে গেনা থাকিব থাকিছে সেকেন্ড আম্বানি কবলে থাকিছে
Acha dora men ekta januli munjado, like, apni la baba idu dunya chari kina ja bichite apni la life kina ka change hoise
এটো তো বেশি ডাঙৰ কথা আমি লা লাইফ তো বাবা থাকা টাইম তো একদম ভাবনা তো কম দি থাকিছে নরম থাকিছে একো ভাবনা নাই ফিউচার এনে বাবার লগত কি আছে এটো লগত এনে স্কুল লাগা কি নিচ আছে আৰু কি লাগি আছে এটোই কথা ঘুৰি কিনে থাকিছে বলেবি কিতিয়া বাবা ছাড়ি না যাইছে একটা থাকিছে এটো একটা কথা আমি নাপাহৰি আমি লা ভইনি আমি কে বাবা মরা দিন দে আয়া মগনা লাইফ তো কিনা হব না বাবা নাই আর আমি খান বি কোন বি এনেকা ডাঙৰ নহয় কিনা বাচ্চা খানি আছে কিনেকা হব না কইনা মোলা ভইনি আমি কিনা কৈছে এটা টাইমতে আমি এটা টাইমতে সাল বি কম দি থাকিছিলা আমি 22-23 থাকিছিলা এটা টাইমতে আমি এনেকা সামাই দে ভইনিকে খব পারিছে চিন্তা নকৰিবি আমি আছে তো আমি থাকা তাক তো চিন্তা নকৰিবি আমি আপনি খানকে সাপো কইনা আমি প্রমিস খাইছে তো ইটো দিন দে আমি প্রমিস কা তো আমি ভাঙা নাই ইতিয়া তাক আমি তো প্রমিস তো মনতে রাখি না আমি লা ভইনি আমি লা ফ্যামিলি ভাই আর কোন হইলে বি আমি ফ্যামিলি দে সবকে মদত করি কিনা আকি চাইছে
Acha to lastly moi apni hutule munjado, like, since tomorrow is Father's Day na to apni la baba idu dunya de na tagi devi kun baba idu dunya de ase tan ki message tule mun ase
ইটো দুনিয়াতে থাকা বাবা কান লগত আমি এনে খাতা পৰা ঈশ্বৰ লৈ না থাকিবি দে জীবন দে আপনি কিনা থাকি আছে বাচ্চাবি তো স্টেপ ফলো কৰিবলৈ আছে এটা হবৰা আপনি ভাল ৰাস্তাতে লৈ যাইছিলো বাচ্চাবি ইদলা ৰাস্তাতে আহিব আপনি বিয়া ৰাস্তাতে যাইছিলো তো বাচ্চা খান বি তো বিয়া হৈ যাব এটা হবৰা দুনিয়াতে থাকা বাবা কান লগত আমি খান কি কৰিলেবি উচ্চা ৰাস্তাতে যাবি ঈশ্বৰকে লৈ কেনা আৰু কি নেম দে থাকিব লাগে তো পাবা লাগা হোসা নেম লিডারশিপ তো লই গেনা bacha khan logo shikabo pare kina maiki khan lot kinega nijor maiki kinega sabo lagi kinega bacha khan ki shikabo lagi edo mili kena isor loi kena thaki shikle to sob se khushi do edo ase de kena aro Father's Day ko do aji gift di kena lebi ami khan mangso pakai khai kena edo de khotom no hoy Father's Day edo do ami khan la mon de hodai din Father's Day rakhibo lagi family de kita khushi thagebo edo Father's Day ase family de kita khushi thagebo edo Mother's Day ase family de kita khushi thagebo edo Children's Day ase ina khwani sina hodai isor logen thagi shikle to khushi thagebo edo bra dunya de thaka edo baba khan logote morom bra ami khan bi so miligena mon isor ge digena family do akilo jabo lagi de kona itu bi ini dunya de thaka baba khan logot edo khata bra khoi di ase
তো ভিউয়ার্স আপনি কামরা ডিটেইলস পৰা শুনি লৈছে আমি খান তিনটা ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালস খান নদে চাইনা ইন্টাৰেক্ট কৰিছে কোন লাগা পাপা ইটো দুনিয়াতে নাই তো তাহান নদে ইন্টাৰেক্ট কৰা দাম দে তাহান ব্ৰাবি ইটো ফাদার্স ডে দিন দে তাহান লাগা পাপা ইটো দুনিয়াতে না তাহা লাগা ওপৰ দে কিমান মনটোক আছে আৰু তাহান না পাপা কি তাহান কিমান মিছ কৰি আৰু তাহান লা পাপা ইটো দুনিয়াতে থাকা দাম দে তাহান কি কিমান গাইড কৰি কিনা আহিছে ইটো লাগা ওপৰ দে আমি গান কি ডিটেইলস পৰা জানাই দিছে কোৱা নিচিনা June 21st of Father's Day celebrate kuri kundo do papa khan nimide ekta bishi special or important din ase ito nimide Voice of Nagaland news kambrabi kiman papa itu story to saise tang sob kibi happy Father's Day wish kuri ase to ajikani mani arna news aru update chani rakle side kibi Voice of Nagaland news moi si reporter moilong pom reporting from Dimapur